Hi guys, Tracy and Das. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about my favorite show, Married at First Sight Australia, Season 13, Episode 10. So let's get started. The couples discuss the commitment ceremony and all the drama that happened there. Stella was confronted by a drunk, obnoxious Brooke, who felt the need to call Stella out, saying nobody's relationship is perfect. Stella and Philippe haven't had any issues yet. She's not lying. They just haven't come across anything like you and Chris have. Stella felt attacked by Brooke and her mean girl friend Gia, and she mentioned it at the commitment ceremony, which I think is where she should have talked about it. I mean, this is where you discuss your issues with your relationship and with your other relationships. It's all very important. These are the experts here to help. And Brooke got quite aggressive and called her a snitch, which is a bit harsh. She kept saying that Stella came for her. She didn't. She didn't even mention your name. You're the one who directed it at yourself because you are guilty. My favorite part was when Brooke said Stella is probably next door complaining about her, and the camera pans to Stella and Philippe having a wonderful morning, having coffee in bed, talking to each other, smiling without a care in the world. I mean, it was pretty hilarious. She's not thinking about you. She's there for a relationship with Philippe, and you're not really on her mind. Stella really tried to talk to Brooke after the commitment ceremony. She wanted to take her away from everybody and just have a one-on-one conversation, but Brooke was having no part of that. And Stella is very emotionally intelligent. She's been through a lot in her life. Not only does she not have time for these games, but she realizes this moment that Brooke's having that's directed at her really has nothing to do with her. It has to do with her own feelings and her own relationship with Chris, not with her. Alyssa got the same attack that Stella did, and David was proud of her for not overreacting or reacting at all, but he was still really mad at the mean girl energy that was coming towards his wife for no reason. She didn't deserve that. Luke comes over to Mel's to discuss the future of their relationship. She realizes she needs to be more positive, more pleasant, and she wants to get along, and she wants to have fun and be friends. What? I mean, I don't know. I don't trust her, but maybe she will come around. I mean, he's really sweet to her. I don't know what else she could want from him. Grayson does not like the pace of his relationship, and Jules is annoyed. Grayson really believes he is giving a lot to the relationship, and Julia is giving very little. He has needs too. It's not all about Julia all the time. He's over it. In a tiny little apartment like they're in, you really have to like each other. More envelopes. It's intimacy week. The tasks help the couples to be more vulnerable and step outside of their comfort zone, which nobody likes to do. Not even me. I don't like stepping out of my comfort zone. Beth calls Danny an oyster. Hard on the outside and soft on the inside. Their relationship is pretty cute. Steven's hair, you guys, is hysterical. I mean, it looks like he took his finger and put it in an electric socket. So I think for about 5 minutes, I could barely stop from laughing. I was just so shockingly comical. It was awesome. I wish Rebecca could have heard the way Steve was talking about her. He's just not into this relationship at all, but he pretends like he is. But I believe Rebecca is smart. She's onto him, and his words are not matching his actions. She's been on this earth for 51 years. She knows when somebody is a phony. But she can't help but feel rejected. She realizes at this moment the ball's in his court, but I really don't see him stepping up at all. I don't think he's going to change his feelings about her, and he's just not really trying with her. Alessandra is having her workshop with the girls. Gia says that they're not just having sex anymore, they're making love now. It's really intimate, and the more sex they have, which is a lot, the closer they get, which is ultimately what should happen. I don't really think, though, that she knows what intimacy is. Maybe she'll learn. I just don't think it's been part of her life for a long time. I think she leads with sex, or she has in the past. So this is new and exciting for her, and I think she's here for it. Stella and Philippe have connected from the very start, and it's apparent to everybody, especially the experts. This is why all the girls are so jealous of her. Alyssa talks about how David wants sex every day, and she could hardly keep up with that. She's like, absolutely not, sir. And Beck talks about Downey. It's more than just sex. She really likes him, and he's pretty special. She gets butterflies. I didn't hear anybody else talking about butterflies, but she does. Rebecca gets very emotional listening to all the girls talk about their relationships. And Alessandra feels for her. She understands how she's feeling. She's waited so long for this. She's been raising her son, putting all of her attention on him, and now she's ready to find a relationship. And this is what she gets. This guy that has absolutely no interest in her and is lying to her face. She doesn't want this. It just makes her really sad. When everyone first met Rebecca, she was full of life, full of energy, full of happiness and fun. And the Rebecca that sits on the couch now is absolutely gutted. She is deflated. She feels rejected. This is not the right man for her. She needs somebody to build her up and somebody to have fun with. That's what she's missing. Why does everything have to be so dreary and such a bummer for her? I really wanted this relationship, and I was fooled. I thought they were doing great. He is most definitely dimming her light, and we cannot have that. Julia is not trusting Grayson after his outburst the other day. He didn't yell at her, but his attitude and his interjection with her was not nice. It was kind of mean, and I don't think she was expecting that. But he's just frustrated. He just wants to have fun and to have sex, and he's not getting either. Rachel expresses her concerns with her and Steven's sex chemistry. Rachel expresses her concerns with her and Steven's sexual chemistry. He's scared, and it's been so long since he has been intimate with anybody. So he's just a little bit rusty, a little bit nervous. I can tell he likes her a lot. The first task is to create their ultimate fantasy night. Gia tells Rebecca she is a hot 51-year-old woman and she's sexy and she just needs to get dolled up and go for it. And she really needs to get in touch with her hotness again. I don't think Steve can handle her if he wanted to. He keeps saying he's conservative. He keeps saying he's just conservative, but that doesn't have anything to do with sex. That's politics, dude. That's not sex. Rachel just wants a steamy, passionate kiss. She just wants to get that out of the way. And once they get that out of the way, everything will follow. And I think once this happens, Steven's confidence will surge, and so will Rachel's. The way Rachel formed her task with the signs telling Steven she just wanted a really passionate kiss was absolutely adorable. She stood there blindfolded with these big signs saying, "Kiss me." And I really thought he would have just went up to her and laid one on her, but he froze. He tells her he doesn't think he can give her a passionate kiss. What does that even mean? She's super confused. She asks him, what is he talking about? And he just says he doesn't feel any kind of spark or romantic connection with her, which is shocking to everybody that's been watching. She really wasn't asking for much. She was just asking for a passionate kiss. I mean, he couldn't even step up to that. His insecurities are intense. He's going to ruin this relationship. She just asked him straight out, "Are you just not attracted to me?" And she's a beautiful girl, but he says that he just doesn't feel a spark, which is just saying, yeah, I'm not attracted to you. It's the same thing. She was so upset she went outside. She sat on the bench and cried, and the producer came up and he was rubbing her back. He felt so bad for her, and that was more attention than she got from Steven this whole time. Alyssa dressed up for her man, and he liked it. She also made him dinner in lingerie. I mean, what more can a man ask for? And that's all he really cared about, though. He didn't care about dinner. Gia dresses up in a little bunny costume. It was a little dominatrix-y with the whip and the all black bunny outfit. It's 100% different from what Alyssa wore, which was much more sweet and sexy, like eyelet, light blue, and just couldn't be more polar opposites from each other. And this man was literally speechless. She told him what to do, and he did it. She says he's used to being in control, and tonight he's not going to be. And I love that for both of them. Julia's idea of intimacy was a bunch of questions, and this was her ultimate fantasy. I don't think so. You're not being authentic. This is not anybody's ultimate fantasy. What a letdown for Grayson and for all of us watching. He's very disappointed to the point where he's completely frustrated. This is not what he wanted. He wanted a romantic relationship with somebody that could be his wife. And instead he gets this goofy girl who's just all over the place. She's like word salad every time she opens her mouth. Just a little bit too free-spirited, and it's not working, but he was willing to try, and she's just so immersed in her own thoughts, and she's just in her head. She's not connecting at all. She thinks she's connecting, but she hasn't connected with Grayson one bit. She knows nothing about him. She just does weird things that she wants to do, and he goes along with it. But he's tired of it. He doesn't want to do this anymore. He wants her to get real with him and get deep with him and connect with him emotionally and physically. And he let her know this in no uncertain terms. I mean, I really just get brother-sister vibes from those two. Mel and Luke's fantasy date was so cute. I know, I can't even believe it either. They went to miniature golf. They were laughing and they were having fun, and I can't even believe it. I'm in shock. She must have actually listened to the experts and realized what a jerk she was being and not really liking that side of herself. Now Beck has the right idea. She sets up this evening for her and Danny that is so hot. They painted each other, and they painted words of affirmation on each other. They expressed how they felt with these words. Now, that's what I call hot and intimate. She really got the assignment right. And he loved it. It was really sexy. He was blindfolded. He was being stroked with paintbrush, and he didn't know where she was going next. It was pretty awesome. It was so awesome that Danny got quite emotional, and it was a beautiful experience for both of them. He was able to express himself, and it made him feel like a schoolboy. Beck has the biggest crush on Danny, and what's better than that? Rebecca brings a sexy outfit home from the sex shop, and Steve is not impressed. He's not interested. He doesn't want her to put it on. She came to meet her person, and Steve is not her person. End of story. No need to spend any more time on this man and just get down because of his behavior. Stella is having her man paint her. His painting was so hilarious. I mean, he's got a lot of great attributes, but he is no painter, let me tell you something. But they got the best laugh out of it. It was really precious. And he was having a hard time restraining himself because she looked so gorgeous and she was all posed in her lingerie. He really didn't want to paint. There's other things on his mind. Grayson's tired of being in the friend zone. He doesn't want to be there anymore, and he doesn't want to waste his time anymore in this ridiculous charade. He didn't feel like her fantasy date was at all sexually romantic. It was completely boring, and he was flabbergasted. He actually asked her, Julia, is this your fantasy date? And she says, well, I thought we'd get to know each other better this way. No. He's like, this is not a fantasy date. Grayson just feels like he's wasting his time, and he is. She is not willing to put down that wall. It's just all very fake and phony and superficial, and I can see why he doesn't feel connected to her at all. I mean, none of us feel connected to her. She just is putting on this fake persona, and Grayson is very frustrated. Mel and Luke are smiling and laughing and hugging. They're hugging, you guys, and he is so sweet to her. After what she's put him through, he still treats her really well, and that's what she needs, and it's fantastic. So I can't wait till the next episode. Although my favorite couple that I thought would make it for sure, and then I needed to make it, I wanted them to make it, are not doing so well. Rachel has moved out, and I'm really hoping by the next episode they'll have a good conversation, and Steven will just tell her he's shy or intimidated or scared. Oh my God, please tell her any of those things. Just don't tell her you're not attracted to her, because that is going to be the nail in the coffin. Okay, guys, have a great week. I will see you all soon. Take care. Bye.